Live action.
I can really feel it. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I'm starting to get a headache too.
Oh, okay.
A premium account, go live.
Thanks, Randall. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the week.
This is too much.
In bed because you brought the virus. You brought it.
Bring it.
You
all right, we're live.
Virus.
All right, let's.
We're not really live. We're like
populate.
10 minutes too late.
No, we're right here.
Where are we at? Were we in that gear? We look cool.
Stream, post, live. Says we're live. Man, I gotta. Every time I go to pay this to pay the Twitter X thing,
yeah,
I never have a damn card. They'll only take a credit debit. They don't take PayPal or whatever or anything else. All right, guys.
That's funny that they won't take PayPal,
especially since he owns.
He invented.
So
he doesn't own it anymore, but he invented
correct.
It.
The rumor is he actually started Bitcoin. Also, when you look at the white papers from Bitcoin, his email address that Yakamoshi Takasoshi or whoever he was emailing that address a lot, and that was known to be Elon Musk's email. All right, guys, we're live streaming multi-platform. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Unfortunately, we can't see your Instagram comments on here. We're going to give away some gear. We got a couple pieces here. We're going to do a runner-up, what grand prize, and then the runner-up. We'll pick the winner. You have to be on Patreon. You got to be a Patreon member. I'm going to give away. I actually made. I think this is one of the ones I made. I don't think it's any different than the production ones, but it's a covert pack in Tigers. Can they even see? Oh, there's a delay on here.
Yeah,
quite a delay.
A really serious delay. That's what I was talking
about.
That's
fucking weird. Anyways, live. We're going to give this away. We're going to pick a winner. So add value, participate, the name that sticks out or that we like the best or whatever. You do have to, once we pick the two winners, you have to communicate with us on Patreon. So you got to be a Patreon member.
It's got to be like way over here.
Not a free Patreon member. You have to be a $5 Patreon member.
Oh yeah, right there. Right about its head.
Patreon. Did you know Patreon went and made it so you can be a free Patreon member? So people like we have 278.
View your stuff?
No, they can't view shit because we don't put anything out for free.
Just subscribe to it,
but they're subscribed, but they've never seen any content. I don't.
Why would you do that anyway?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we do a ton enough free shit everywhere else they can find.
Too much.
Oh, you know why the delay's here? Because this is on Instagram right here. Let's click over. Here we go. Sorry, guys. All right. So if you're on Instagram seeing this, we don't see your comment. So jump over onto YouTube. We're going to, like I said, we're going to give away that Tiger Stripe covert pack, as well as another piece of gear here. Here we go.
If you don't see me next week, I just want everybody to know that Brandon brought the sickness in here, and I'm feeling it already. A little on my throat
because he's down with the sickness.
I got a phlegm, and I'm starting to get a headache. So,
can you make that noise?
Not bad, not bad.
Can he make the noise, or is that computerized?
I think he does
it.
Oh, Tiger Stripe, the Tiger Stripe rating bulletproof vest. This will stop any SKS spike bayonet. So if you're in the jungle and Charlie comes running out with the AK with the spike bayonet on it, or an SKS, this will stop it. Yeah, it will stop it. That's the level rating that the Tiger Stripe has.
Monkeypox, yeah, monkeypox. I heard they're changing it to Mpox because monkeypox has a stigma with a certain group of people. Stop fucking monkeys. And a lot of those people who came back from that nightclub in Brazil with the first round of monkeypox came in the United States. It was passed to underage children quite a bit. That was kind of odd.
That is why they stopped talking about it.
Harris pack. What about a Harris pack? Harris radio pack?
Or Harris future president of the United States pack.
Dick fits well. I like that. Tiger Stripe is level plus 5A. Benjamin Brewer, what's up? What about if I have a matching Tiger Stripe boots? Are the punji stick proof?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. If you have Tiger Stripe boots, the punji sticks will actually just bend off to the side.
Be careful though, because the feces they put on punji sticks lubricate the penetration. Jennifer, just joined the Patreon. Tiger Stripe, here I come. You could just get one. You know a guy. You better learn how to make cakes. Scully just said, man, it'd be cool if we had a cake.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, German chocolate cake. Brian has to have a lot of coconut frosting in there.
None of that.
Karita Lee, what's up?
I want a cake, not a funeral.
She got so mad when you guys said that. You guys I bought that cake. You're making fun. I'm like, you don't really believe
We're not really making fun of the cake.
Crazy
We're making fun
person.
of John because he likes funeral cake.
But are Tiger Stripe shoes mine-proof? Have you ever seen Tiger Stripe shoes?
No, again, there's certain levels to all this. And if you step on a bouncing Betty with Tiger Stripe shoes, you might lose a toe.
How come when they make cool-looking shoes in multicam black, they're always so fucking uncomfortable?
Oh, you got the wrong multicam black shoes. You got to get the Victos. These things are like slippers. These things are the best. If I wasn't poor, I'd buy another pair right now. But I'm too poor. Right? You see those? These are the best. Multicam black. Oh, they're the best shoes ever. A lot of toe room. You can do toe stuff.
Man, I canceled my membership because I had to change my card, basically. Should have paid for a year. I don't know what to tell you. We'll see about my baking skills. Can you bake? Is that real?
Is that possible?
I feel like we should hire a pastry chef because I feel like if you could be a pastry chef, you could cook other shit, but a cook can't do pastry shit properly.
Maybe.
Do you think? When are the $20 Patreon level meetings going to start? I don't know. I didn't even know I was opposed to creating a Patreon level at 20. I didn't feel we had enough value for it. I wasn't even aware I had a $20 Patreon member. I will look at that and we will get something going.
A meeting? What
What are we gonna do on it? I don't know. Maybe do a live on Patreon.
That's not what we're doing now.
No, this is live everywhere else.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Toe poppers can make plenty of room in any shoe. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Apparently, they're using the shit out of them right now.
They'll make plenty of room.
Pineapple ups. Oh, that's one of my favorites. Jason, our t-shirt guy, Jason, his wife makes some pineapple upside down cake, and when she brings them in here, I usually take the entire cake and hide it.
Again, that is another one of those grandmas bringing
and I eat it
grandpa.
all at one setting.
Man, you might as well have white
with a
socks
gallon of milk. I can eat a whole sheet
fucking
cake.
White shoes. Be driving a Corvette around.
Do I know why you can't renew the membership? I have no idea, Sanford. I don't even know what we're talking about here. Are we talking YouTube? Are we talking Patreon? I have no clue, man.
My favorite civilian camouflage, Woodland.
So I meant to ask you about, we just recorded a 2-hour, at least 2-hour pulling the thread. We just recorded over 90 minutes of Patreon video, and now we're doing the live here. I meant to ask you about that for camouflage here right now. Woodland.
You know what
That's what Bear said too. He said the Woodland and Marpat.
You know what I do like? Well, of course I love Marpat.
But does it work as a camouflage?
Yeah, of course. You're goddamn invisible when you're wearing Marpat.
Does it really work as a camouflage?
That's why they put the that's why they make them wear the coyote over it, so that you can see your Marines. Otherwise they'd be camouflage. You know what I really like? Because he said civilian. I like the
ATAX
Tropic Thunder.
Multicam Tropic?
Yeah, I like Multicam Tropic. I
mean,
I don't know.
It works for about 30 days here.
I'm just saying. He said what civilian camouflage.
But for function,
like?
what
Woodland.
camo? Woodland.
Woodland.
That's really
Woodland, or you could go old school, but it'd be very hard to go that old school. Straight OD is perfect.
I think the ATAX IX works really well. Derek, what's up? Mossy Oak, yeah. Peter Cuscuolo, I'm sure I'm slaying your name, buddy. New member, thanks for joining. DH, small mine, just to injure. Yeah, it just injures you. You still got to carry that motherfucker. What the fuck is a toe popper? They put these ordnance out that shot out tons of little toe popper mines. So people were taking those toe poppers and planting them, as well as using them other places. Do you know why I can't renew? That would be awesome. T-block camo. T-block doesn't work for shit though. I worked with a lot of those dudes from Warrior 2000 when the Marine Corps was going up to do the San Francisco program. When they came back, they actually gave us a lot of that shit. I had flak vest covers and all kinds of shit. BDUs.
I believe the flak vest cover's still in the garage.
You think we still have some of them?
Yeah, in the old boxes that were in the corner. I do believe I saw that shit.
That T-block shit.
Yeah.
There's some guys printing it. I have a little bit of it in the shop. All right, and these comments are coming in fast, guys. If you want it answered and we've missed you, just repost it. Straight OD works fairly well out here. Coyote pretty well in the winter. He's out there with Bear. And Bear said Marpat, which is super hard to get now. And he said number 2 is Woodland for him. ATAC's looking like Rebel camo from Return of the Jedi. Yeah. Or Empire Strike. What was the one with the Ewoks? Wiki, wiki, wiki. Greek lizard camo. I'm not familiar with that. I'm sure if I saw it. ATAC's FG and AU. Yeah, those are pretty much gone. I heard they brought back FG. We have IX. We've got rolls of IX. Mac, SOG G. Woodland all day, but that Tiger Stripe definitely makes the pan. I've got Tiger Stripe right here. We're going to give this pack here away. Woodland really does work. Yep. And you can take, like, we dyed Woodland fucking black with RIT dye 25 years ago, probably. Very multicam blackish. From Skylo, he knows a dude, and more important, he can bake. What do you mean from Skylo? Are you talking to him? I just saw that motherfucker. Where are you at? Rural 2. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? It's like Tiger Stripe, but without the black. Oh, the ATACs? Yeah. So we were friends with one of the owners of ATACs, and he's left and started his own company. I've actually got some of his material in here. I should build some stuff out of his stuff. When you guys hear us talk about Ranger Dave, the dude I'm talking about that owned ATACs, that was Ranger Dave's team leader. JM wearing Tiger Stripe right now. Do you have NVG packs or bag? Yeah, we make padded NVG cases that'll hold dual tubes. They're, about this big, padded on all 6 sides. You can put a single tube in there, fill up that area with foam or, fucking hand towels or whatever. Cowboys and Indians, narratives, real or fake. So what do you mean? Like the Indians didn't really exist? Really cool. I've seen very little. I vaguely recall seeing something about that. SOE fam, John Scully. What's up, man? How are you? 357.
Wonderful.
Norhika. Hey, Norhika. What's up, man? Really cool niche pattern is the all-terrain Tiger Stripe. Man, I like the ASAT, all-season, all-terrain stuff that Brigade Quartermasters used to sell.
What time is it in Japan right now?
What time is it in Japan right now? NVG pack. Yeah, we have, I think I have Woodland padded NVG cases that we can ship right now.
Square ones.
Yep.
I was like,
And then I've got multicam cut. They'll be coming in the next week or so if you want multicam.
I was thinking I could put a sandwich in there.
You put like perfect sandwiches. 5:40 a.m. Well, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What are you doing?
U.S. Postal Steel showed up. U.S. Postal Steel showed up
with a load of
SOE bat. Nice, man. Thank you for the order.
Yeah.
Tiger Stripe, my own underwear. 5:42 a.m. in Japan. ASAT was also a really cool pattern. Yep. And they did that 3-dimensional shit that guys are doing now with kind of the Ghillie stuff. Love seeing you putting out Tiger Stripe. We've built quite a bit of it. We just never really put much of it up for sale. There's some of it running around. Old world narrative. Cathedrals built big and grand. Then the new migrants moved to U.S. They forgot how to build. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But the cowboy Indian thing, I know all about the mud flood and the orphan trains, and they were orphans because the parents, when the narrative had shifted, when the everything changed and they turned off that old world power and stepped into oil and gas, they took those people and put them in the asylums. That's why there were so many of the asylums. The question is, why did we build such grand, modern for the time places to put wackos, to put crazies, right? When I was 10, I had a full Tiger Stripe outfit with webbing gear and would go set the woods on fire every weekend. Uncrustable pouch. No, that's a little tiny one. Thoughts on Flecktarn? I've got some of it in here. What do you think, Flecktarn? I don't think it would work. I mean,
mean,
really, if you look at Flectarn, it is Marpat colors.
Yeah.
Hostess nightclub chef is my new job. Oh, right on, man. Right on.
Hostess nightclub chef? That seems like a lot of hats.
He's in Japan.
Oh, still a lot of hats.
Freemasonry, the little season post-flood. Never had any tiger stripe. How badass would that bag be if I... It's pretty badass. Didn't you win? You got something,
Derek,
Didn't we give you something last week?
What'd you win?
SOE gear has outlasted just about anything else that I've bought from gear stores. Have yet to have well, you're not going to have a zipper fail. I don't know why people don't use the zipper we use. Mil spec is 8 and 10. We use a 10, 8 and 9 is mil spec. We use a 10. I've bought, like when we couldn't get the colors I wanted, I bought mil spec zipper in 9, and I just thought, man, this is not as robust.
Is there that much of a cost difference? Is it that much cheaper? Is that why they're doing it?
Not noticeable. No, not really. Jacob from Prepper Bunker did a test on Flectarn in the woods near his house in Kentucky. Worked really well. Yeah, unfortunately, it's Flectarn. You're paying a real premium to get Flectarn material. It's coming from very small, on-demand print, mills. Homestead Medical. Hey, what's up, man? After some LARPing in the mud, my OD Black hydration pack is about the same color as your Coyote. Yeah, it will, man. That's why we used to have guys crybaby all the time about this tan's not, is it Coyote tan? Is it Coyote brown? I'm like, dude, when you get it fucking dirty and you get a little blood on it, it's all the same. John Scully, good to see you all the time. My chickens started laying eggs this week. Do you feed your dogs the whole eggs raw? Yeah, absolutely. Any of the dirty ones, I absolutely do every day. I had a quail. I have 3 quail left from a couple of years ago that Cody had, my last one that was laying eggs, and she was dead this morning. I handed it right to the dog, and she immediately ripped it in half and ate it raw. One of the dogs.
That's the way they do it in the real world.
Yeah, I give them rabbits. Dude, those 2 older Pyrenees, I don't know how they do it. They must step on them, but they rip those rabbits in half and then immediately eat the guts out, and then they fucking pull the feet off of them and eat them.
I went through the tunnels in Vietnam. So when I was in Vietnam, I went through a bunch of like the real tunnels from the war. That was kind of interesting.
Had people step on me when I was wearing tiger stripe camo, playing paintball. Do you guys know about GovPlanet? Do they still do that? Can we still order from GovPlanet?
Yeah, you can still buy stuff from GovPlanet or bid on stuff from GovPlanet.
Ross Hammer shell. Yeah, absolutely. All the shells and everything. Chickens love to eat other chicken eggs. And there's no reason to cook anything you're feeding your dogs. Like we feed all raw. I feed whole chickens raw. I feed, if there's a dead one and you're not really sure what it died from or whatever, if it's not an old one, we put it in the dumpster, or if it's on a hot day, we just put some dirt on it, bury it someplace. But we feed whole rabbits, whole chickens, uncooked, the whole entire thing to the dogs. So the rabbits feeder for good luck. I bought some Miltech Phantom Leaf for early season deer hunting. Seems very effective. Right on. Yeah, we talked about, we recorded a over 2-hour pulling the thread, and we recorded over 90 minutes Patreon video today, and we did discuss some of that leafy camo stuff that's out there that guys are putting on their gear to break up patterns and stuff, and just using zip ties to put them on. And it's kind of a mesh netting type material, different colors. Me and my son, neighborhood kids, had a ghillie suit building class this past weekend.
Nice. We
used old moldy pool cage screen for a base. Right on.
That's the best way to do it.
Right on. And even if you had, like, a lot of people aren't aware, you can buy burlap at Walmart, and you can buy it at like the craft stores, Joann's and stuff. And then you just strip it apart, right? Because it's coming on a wide roll. So when you strip it, you'll have those long pieces. You can also buy jute, you can buy twine, all kinds of shit. But you can put it in, just take a bunch of garden dirt out of your garden or whatever, or park or wherever, put it in a wheelbarrow or a bucket with some water, and you can soak that shit in there for a couple days, and it'll almost do like a tea. You can almost, stain it, and it'll definitely change the smells of it and take all that synthetic smell out. Skylo, one of the old Pyrenees, dug a rabbit out of a bag I had up there, and it ate it. Got
Why
it.
are you supposed to be working? Get off the internet.
Just went past my 9-year anniversary for my belt I bought in 2015. Right on. Yeah, you should be able to get another 10, 20 out of it.
Oh, easy.
Lie gear. You
There's
ain't got a lie.
What pouch?
Kroig, except I don't know what you're talking about.
Rum and Diet Pepsi. What pouch am I using?
Rum and Diet Pepsi. Oh, is that AJ? What pouch is Scully using for his rum and Diet Pepsi?
I don't know. What pouch was I using?
I don't have a clue. What are your thoughts on a compensated pistol? You mean suppressed pistol?
I mean, my thought
assassinations.
My thought is, if you're saying a compensated pistol, my thought is do some push-ups. You got them weak wrists. You need a compensator on a pistol. Jeez Louise! Come on, guys.
That's a big motherfucker. His wrists are just fine.
Just tiny wrists.
Who's working during the live?
I don't know. I mean, if it helps, a compensator's fine if it helps you.
Well, I mean, there's some cool fucking pistols that come compensated. What's that SIG pistol?
Yeah, but the question becomes: is it?
Do you need it?
Do you need it? Is it relevant?
Yeah, where's the gas go?
Is it relevant?
Is it Loudner? What gun are you hinting at? He said.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Derek Olson was asking Jose.
The only gun the God's gun, the M
X Macro
1911
compensator
A1
sounds pain. Can Scully get a 64-piece Crayola belt bag in Woodland? The fuck is he talking about?
I don't know. A bag that you can put 60. You can put some crayons in.
There were people buying Crayola crayon packs from Walmart off Walmart.com, listing them on eBay during when school was starting up.
Oh yeah,
and making a fucking killing. Literally just fucking reselling the shit that they bought.
Because we've become so lazy. Just so lazy, and people are looking on there like, oh, I don't have to go to the store to get these crayons.
Just picked up a Carry comp only because it's beautiful. Right on, man. Right on. Right on. Guys, we're gonna give this pack here away.
I don't know why everybody gets all excited about crayon eaters.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know why you guys get all excited about it. The difference between me and you is I know crayons are edible. That's all. So
they come out in your poop.
I know they're edible. So while you're starving to death and I'm eating my 64 pack of crayons,
cracking a joke because the title says lie gear. Oh, it's supposed to say live. Got it. 422 metal carry comp. Favorite planet Saturn says dumb. What do we have to do to be entered in the pack giveaway? You have to make a bunch of comments here. Get our attention, get us to recognize your name.
What's your name?
Add some value, give us some good shit to talk about, and then we just pick, a winner.
Can Jennifer win?
No, Jennifer can't.
Because she's been commenting a lot.
No, can't.
She's not even talking to us though, is she? She's talking to somebody else in there.
Her man doesn't even know how to put a pack on properly. This is a company making edible crayons that still color on paper. That's cool. Predictions on election.
My prediction on election is Trump wins in a fucking landslide. Trump wins a landslide, and then, they're going to try and kill him before the election. They're trying to put him in jail before the election. The Democratic Party is the evil communist regime that needs to be taken out.
Literally out to the ocean.
But I don't believe if let's just say Trump wins in a landslide.
Peaceful exchange of power?
No fucking way. They're gonna have to be dragged out of there kicking and screaming.
We just had this conversation on the podcast and on the
but they won't hear that for
when will that podcast? Where is he? Is he laying naked over there?
Yeah,
when's the podcast going up?
He's spreading
the newest one. For members within the next 3 days.
3 days. When's the Patreon go up?
That we just did today.
Yeah.
the next 3 days.
He's
3 days.
He's
3
over
days
there.
you'll have 'em.
He's over there spreading his germs all over the couch.
I am not.
Just fucking spreading them.
Scully planning a kennel update. AI out.
I ran into a small problem with the kennel.
All out chaos. Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, these mostly peaceful supporters right now that are protesting in front. You notice, why don't they just call them what they are? Those are Democrats. You don't see protests and riots and shit going on and bomb threats at any of the Republican shit. It's just bizarre how that happens. I had a girl, there was a person in the local Facebook group here sells some Trump stuff, and somebody fucking got a hold. There's literally a vacant parking lot where this dude was selling his t-shirts and stuff. I don't know if he buys them or makes them or what. I haven't met him. And somebody found out and called and found the owner and caused a bunch of stink and complaint. So the owner then talks to code enforcement or somebody, and they're like, hey, you can't sell this stuff here. So he goes across the street where whoever owns that property is a Trump supporter. And he's kind of posted some stuff poking and prodding a little bit about how, like, basically, how many abortions do you crazy bitches have that's what you plan your vote on? You're going to vote because of the right to have abortions. So all these fucking crazy people, I've never run into them in public, but they apparently are here. And I just got up there and I said, you know, it's absolutely insane that that's your whole fucking identity, is that whether you can kill your children or not. And I said, when it was eugenics, you guys really had a problem with that, right? We were taking people with mental disabilities and sterilizing them and removing them from the gene pool. Now you guys just do it on your own. And I said, why don't just, who cares? Let them go fucking in their family name, right? Then your children and your future grandchildren don't have to have them in their future, right? Let them kill their fucking unborn children. And some chick got up there and goes, you're a man, so you don't get a say in this. And then somebody said, what are you talking about? He's got a wife and he's got a daughter and he's got, you know, kids and stuff. And I said, and I looked at this person's profile, and she's a big man hating, all 10, 15 of them in there are the most comments, grumpy, big, man hating looking females who might consider themselves females or not. And they've got children with disability. Every fucking one of them had a child with a disability. And I said, hey, there's a difference between you and I. There's a difference between us, is what I said. I said, one of us has a job. One of us employs people. One pays taxes. One contributes to the community. You should try that. You should try that. Start slow. Just pick one of them, whether it be employment or paying taxes, whatever. And she came back with, you don't know anything about me. I go, I know fucking everything. I didn't reply past then, but I know everything about you because that's your identity, and your whole identity is online. You have posted all those things. You're a victim. Poor me. You have a baby that's got disabilities. Well, I mean, clearly you are predisposed to that. If you look at these people, they look like they themselves have disabilities. And in the past, they would have been removed from the gene pool through eugenics. And now their whole voting identity and their whole fucking stand that they stand on is that they want to be able to have abortions. Well, you apparently didn't have one. How many packs of Skittles? It depends on how you buy the Skittles. For the grumpy, heavy lib victim. Yeah, I mean, and I said, and something else I'd said on there, the first part of it was, look, all these people commenting in here, you need to remember who they are and spend your money accordingly. If these people are employed at restaurants that you go to, if they're employed at doctor's offices, do you really trust the crazy cat lady to handle your medical records? Or do you think that when she sees something you post online, that she is going to instead take your personal information and put it out there in public? If she knows you from online and you say things that she doesn't like you support Trump, for instance, or you support whatever it is you support, and she disagrees, do you really want her handling your food? Identify these people and then stop doing business with businesses where they frequent or where they are in fact employed. Like if I saw that crazy bitch at a restaurant that I went to, I would tell the owner, hey, you should be aware of what's happening here. This is the identity. This person has listed here that they work here. I won't be spending any more money here.
No orange.
No, I built this one. This was one of the first ones I built. Is Brandel reading the chat as well?
Is he?
I don't know.
Randall, are you reading the chat, or are you just over there
I'm reading it. What's
spreading the sickness?
Every time I had to go to Walmart and see a morbidly obese person, it ruins my day. The mediocrity takes energy. So I don't have a problem with the obese people because they can change. It's the willingness, right? Just because they're obese, heavy set, whatever it is, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're fucking insane or crazy. Those were lifestyle choices that can be changed over time, right? We see that. I used to go to the grocery store with Mookie, and Mookie would walk up to a person and like literally start looking through their cart, and they're like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I just want to make sure I don't have anything you're buying in my shopping cart." And if he did, he would literally take it and put it on the shelf. Hateful, not necessary. Whatever. I mean, amusing for a moment, maybe, but not the way to get that person to change their life at all.
I bet if you sent John a testicle in a jar, you could get more than just this bag.
Don't tell me I'd trade a kidney for that, or I'd trade my left nut. I'll put it right on my fucking desk.
Yeah. So
if you got teeth, I'll take your teeth. I got a 5-gallon jar I'm filling up full of human teeth. I do the same shit.
I don't know if this is true. I just saw this the other day. Human spines are not regulated.
I think it is by state. Fetuses aren't regulated either. Medical,
like I saw this guy's like, hey, human spines aren't regulated, and he had it. I mean, I don't know where this was at, but this fucking room was covered in fucking spines.
So most states, you can have any of that shit. There's a few states where it's very difficult. Like can
we have it in Tennessee?
Depends where it came from. So in Tennessee, you can, but it has to already be in Tennessee. So the way for new things to come into like there's tons of this shit in Texas, for instance, right? I can't buy it and then bring it to Texas legally, bring it to here. So, but when a person in Texas has a huge collection, moves to Tennessee, now he's a resident, now I can buy it, right? So I can buy, I've bought stuff at the flea market before at, the big show. I bought stuff at some of the antique shows and stuff. But it depends point of origin. Tennessee is one of the difficult places to have a big collection of that stuff. When I was active duty, I broke. I load up to see if I could sell testicles. You might want it later, man.
Yeah, you might need it at least.
Kind of like Chinese wet market. Well, a lot of that changed because like when I started collecting this stuff, some of these regulations and stuff were not in effect. You could buy human skulls on Amazon. You could just buy them on Amazon. They were there. Well, come to find out, a lot of those were Uyghur Muslim. They were very small. They were smaller skulls. They were Uyghur Muslim skulls. So that's kind of stopped on Amazon. They turned a lot of that shit off on eBay. You had during Katrina, a lot of the graves floated up. People were selling body parts and weird shit there too. Almost like H.H. Holmes. Yeah. So the murder house. So H.H. Holmes, that original area is there. It's actually under the post office. The post office has a basement where you can kind of see some of that area where that was supposed to have been. I have like 2 to 3 guilty pleasures from inner rows of the grocery. Me too, man. The grocery store, health wise, you should shop the outside walls, right? The meat, the produce, the dairy or whatever. But I think we should also be cognizant, and if we're honest with ourselves, the stuff in the grocery store is tainted as well. Even the healthier options are not, untainted. There should be one ingredient in meat, and it should be meat. That should be the only thing in there. When you buy chicken, for instance, from the grocery store, all of your big chicken, they inject it. It's been bleached 17 times by the time it's packaged and put to the grocery store. So you've got bleach and you got chlorine all over all your shit. But then they inject it. 50% of the weight of the chicken is a saline solution. And it's not like we made salt and water. It's some other bullshit they've pumped in there. If society collapses, how long before graveyards are dug up for gold and jewelry? I don't know about that. I mean, how much gold and jewelry is truly in there? I have no idea. I don't know. Do you think there's a lot of golden jewelry in graves?
Probably not. Probably not. It's not like the old days where people are getting buried with their fucking loot.
Yeah, 2+ ingredients, especially if they're ingredients that you can't add. Like Joel Salatin says all the time, like monoglutamate. Can you take me out here into this garden and show me where you grow that?
Is?
Yeah, where do we grow that at?
Yeah.
I have a meat market. It's inconvenient, but I'll go. Yeah, we do too. We have a good butcher too. We've got a butcher in a grocery store here. What does the Pentagon do with their black budget?
Whatever the fuck they want with it. That's why it's a black budget.
Yeah. Kill a lot of its citizens, do a lot of fucking heinous shit.
Do weird shit that you don't want to know about.
Haven't had store-bought eggs in over a year. Had some at work, and damn, it's totally different. You're right. We have a ton of eggs, man. I have enough eggs that my employees don't ever have to buy eggs. And they stopped taking them. Like, I think my employees were so tired of, I don't even put them in. I have girls that come and grab as many eggs as they want when they're here. Not much. The grave robbers hit them in the 1800s. But what about now? I don't even know how they bury people. 3D printed meat is already a thing. Yes, it is already a thing. It's in there. There's all kinds of shit. The Tennessee government, they had some hearings where they were questioning, they wanted to make it mandatory that vaccinated produce had a label as to what it was vaccinated and how much, because the argument was that if we're vaccinating this produce and a 200-pound man eats it and then a 6-year-old child eats it, the weight discrepancies are different. And what that forced them to do, they had to admit that they were in fact vaccinating produce that was already on the grocery store shelf. That was the big thing. People were so focused on this labeling, they had to come clean that they were already doing it. And then you have the appeal thing, right? You've got all these things that they're spraying. Like how old is an apple right now when you buy it? I was under the impression that an apple had been picked for maybe a couple months, and then you bite into it. There's apples in the grocery store that are over 2 years old right now. And then you've got this injection they're putting into watermelon to take unripe watermelon and get them to turn red and ripen. And they said that the way you can tell is you want to buy watermelons that only have that yellow spot, because that means they've been on the ground for a long time and they've ripened, or they have some semblance of vine or tail on them, right? But there's a ton of videos going around all social media platforms where people are opening up fruit and watermelons and bananas and they're rubber, or they have like dude open one up and he's like, this is like human flesh in here. There's something wrong with this. It is like liver. You won't have to search long to find it. There's a lot of this going on. There is signs for COVID vaccine at the grocery store. Yep. And if you saw, I didn't watch it, but the DNC convention, when you see all the people lined up outside, over half of them are wearing masks currently. They're really trying to push COVID again. They're really trying to push the monkeypox stuff. Tops of caskets are only about 2 to 3 feet these days because they put into vaults. No need to be 6 foot deep anymore. So are you saying they do bury people with a lot of valuables? I have no idea. Black market body parts are definitely being sold yeah. So I just saw a thing about a chick that went, where'd she go? She went somewhere to get a Brazilian butt lift and came back missing a kidney. There's a lot of that apparently that happens. Pure blood, no mask. Yeah. Unvaxxed, overtaxed. We have some of those shirts still, I think, available. Even outside of bullshit in produce from the store, the produce you grow is a million times. Yeah, absolutely it is. Plus, you know what those inputs are. You know what we fertilize with? Rabbit shit. You know what my rabbits eat? Shit I fucking pulled off the tree for the most part and fed them. And barley, am I feeding them barley? What are the cubes? I do use a pelletized feed also, some. A lot of work to dig up a little bit. Yeah, that's the last fucking thing I'm doing is worried about stealing gold off of dead bodies. If it comes to the point when society collapses that you're stealing gold off of dead bodies, there's going to be plenty of fucking unburied bodies to get fucking stuff off of for barter and trade. Women and their desperate operations. Whatever. Rabbit shit and goat shit is great fertilizer. Yep. Militant Roots. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Chicken Farmer Plus, chicken shit and plant litter for the first. Yeah, but the chicken shit's hot. You can't direct like, my guy Dean just took a ton of rabbit shit, literally probably 20 wheelbarrows, like big wheelbarrows, full of rabbit shit. We take it out of these. We use concrete mixing trays. I use the small ones, not the large. The large gets too heavy because I'm lazy and I don't change them enough. So for weight wise, when you pick up the bigger ones, they're so heavy, they start to crack over time. The urine breaks them down. So we put it in a compost bin that's 10 by 10 and it just sits there. And when we dump the rabbit manure, we'll be 3 feet high. And in a couple of weeks, it's just down half as much as it was. We take that shit and just put it around. He stripped out all the grass around all the fruit trees, about as big around as this. And then we put rabbit manure down. We took all the cardboard. We save all of our big cardboard. We strip any tape off of it. We soak that in rabbit shit water and pond water to inoculate it. We put that down pretty heavy around over all the rabbit manure up to about this far. The rabbit manure doesn't touch the tree. We got a 6-inch, 8-inch circle around that's bare dirt. And then we cover all that in cardboard. Cardboard doesn't touch the tree. That circle's still there. And then we take wood mulch out of our composting wood mulch. We've got tons of wood mulch here, wood chips. And we put that over all the cardboard about 12 inches deep. That holds the cardboard in place. And then we water. If we ever water, we water in that circle. So that goes down into that root system right there. But anytime it rains, all those wood chips keep that tree moist under there. We can be like, Jeff's seen it. We used to put everything out here in the trees. We don't have as many wood chips as we used to. We'd put 12 inches, even 20 inches down, and it'd be 105 degrees. You'd step on them. It sounds like you're stepping on potato chips, and you just barely scrape that off, and you can grab wood chips underneath there and literally wring water out of it. We never have to water the fruit trees. Do I need then 3 walls for a rabbit area for proper ventilation? So I'm not sure what you're asking. My rabbits don't have any walls on them. I have a big, basically patio cover, and snow, summer, all year long, I breed my rabbits all the time. They pull hair, they get a winter coat, they shed that winter coat. Shade, they need shade, and they need constant water all the time, ability to water. And then pelletized feed makes it easy. You can supplement through, they'll eat all kinds of stuff that grows weed wise on your property even. But shade is the big thing. I like horse manure or rabbit manure mixed. You have access to horse manure too. Man, you guys are doing it. I think you are too, aren't you? We do Self-Reliance Festival. We'll be here October 4th, 5th, and 6th. You can come out and see the property. I've got 5,000 videos on YouTube. You can see exactly what we do here, how we do it. I have already started SOE addiction with 15 and 9-year-old. The 15-year-old is camping out right now, and it has all her stuff in a large clothes bag. Badass, man. Thanks for including us in your kids' lives, man. Planting willow. Yeah, willow's great. We did willow, hybrid willow, hybrid poplar, and Russian white mulberry. All 3 of those. Now, that we put those in because that was Nick Ferguson's big thing. We put 900 of those trees in, and some of them are still here. The power company, the gas company came through and fucked up all my micro swells, but those trees are still growing even though they ran over them. That's the beauty of the willow. But when Billy Bond was out here in William, he's like, man, every tree you have here, these rabbits will eat, right? All the little helicopter propeller, I don't remember what trees those are, and the sweet gum trees, they'll eat all that shit, every bit of it.
How come you haven't grown any bamboo?
I just literally haven't put bamboo here because every time you go, you got to go to a specific place to get bamboo. And when you look at it on Marketplace, it's people that have bamboo cut it down that are giving you the cut down bamboo. And it just takes digging it up with a shovel. There's 2 really big bamboo farms outside of Nashville. Bamboo's expensive. You're going to be $50 to $75 a plant. You get these bigger plants.
Let's just go ziplining again.
Yeah, for real. I mean, we dug some up then. I never planted it.
Zipline.
Now, for people that don't know, bamboo, there's 1 inch around bamboo. There's 6-inch around bamboo. There's bamboo that gets 20 feet. There's bamboo that gets 60 feet. There's bamboo that grows straight through the snow and ice. It doesn't kill it off. And when you plant bamboo, there's clumping and then there's running. Running bamboo is the wild invasive bamboo. Clumping bamboo, when you plant it, it's going to grow in a big circle. And you just see out in the farmer field this big round patch. That's clumping bamboo. It's pretty neat. You can plant it and you'll get this big 20-foot circle. You can cut a path in and hollow it out and just put a patio set in the middle of your bamboo. It'll be storming outside and you'll be completely dry on the inside. Bamboo too, you can take it and with a big piece of rebar or something, you can knock the membranes out of the inside and you can use it as pipe. You can use it to move water. You can make scaffolding out of it. Man, it's very, very strong. Now, when you hear about, I'm for nature and I use reclaimed, only bamboo flooring and bamboo clothing. By the time they use the chemicals and shit involved in bamboo clothing is fucking insane. Bamboo sapling torture method. Yeah, under the fingernails. They've been planting bamboo around our landfills east of Nashville. Interesting. Bamboo straws, irrigation. Yep. We planned the rest of our garden this year, adding a ton of different things to reclaim it that you suggested.
Storm chase.
Then we put plastic over it. Now we have unexpected shit ton of pumpkins. Nice. So I noticed this morning when I went outside, it was chilly. I would have been comfortable in a sweatshirt. Winter's coming. My boy Tad pointed out that every day now is getting lesser and lesser daylight hours. You're going to be in fall very soon. So what do we do with those beds, right? For people who say they're going to grow a garden, everybody wants to till. When you till the ground, and I'm not saying don't till it the first time. You might have to put amendments in it. That's the difference between tilling and what's the other one I'm thinking of? Tilling and cultivating. When you cultivate, you're putting other amendments in the soil. When you're tilling, you're breaking up the soil. Same thing, almost the same piece of equipment. But when you till the soil, you will break all that up and you'll have this nice patch of dirt. All those grass rhizomes are in there. All those seeds are in there. When you disturb soil, you wake things up. When you silage, you use these big, heavy black tarps. Billboard vinyls is great for them. When you put that silage tarp down, before you do it, put a bunch of leaves in there, put some molasses in there, put some sweet feed in there, whatever you're going to put in there. Put your chicken manure in there, put your rabbit manure in there, and then tarp that sucker. Put some spikes in the ground or put some cinder blocks on there. What happens is you've made this, and water it down. What you do is everything in there sprouts. It's nice and warm. It's humid. All the seeds in that soil sprout and they get no daylight and they die. And you can do it in 6 weeks. You'll see a difference. You'll see a difference quicker, but in 6 weeks. But if you can do it for 60 days, 90 days, when you pull that stuff back, it'll look like a bag of potting soil. It'll smell loamy. It'll smell alive. You'll have microbes in there. That's why also when you do that, prior to go out to a forest somewhere, grab some leaves out of there, grab some of the soil out of there off the top, just the top couple inches of soil, and sprinkle it in there. You just inoculated that soil with all those living things. But it will cause all those seeds to sprout. It's a perfect humid, warm environment. And then they get no sunlight and they die. Now, when you peel that back and you put your garden in that spot this year, you won't have to contend with any grass. You will not be out there weeding that thing. We'll be planting bamboo along our highway frontage for noise also for all. Yep, absolutely, Oki, man. Plus, people can't walk through that. Like if you have some bamboo growing, there's nothing getting through that motherfucker. I mean, a big excavator, a dozer could, but like human beings, they're not walking through that shit.
Why is there an existence of mediocre people in the society? Because if you didn't have mediocre,
I gotta pee.
If you didn't have mediocre people, you couldn't have great people. You got to have.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to have a pyramid. It's a pyramid.
Every king's got to have servants.
It's like a food pyramid. You got to have people at the bottom. Some people, no matter what, there's always going to be somebody who is just stealing oxygen. Got to have it. That's why we have mediocre people. 357 SIG beats 9mm. I mean, in a head-to-head race, probably, but 357 SIG died a long time ago. 9mm still gets used. I think it's just because everybody's wrists are so weak now because of the soybeans and all our product, all the stuff we eat now, all the gas station food that Brandel eats. So weak wrists, and I think that's why they went to 9mm versus 357 SIG. The Border Patrol was using 357 SIGs for a while. I don't know if they still do or not. Somebody was going to give me a whole bunch of that ammo. Somebody's going to give me a whole bunch of that ammo, but I'm like, man, I can't buy one of those guns. We're going to open mic. We're going to open. Wait. We're going to open mic again on Sunday. Would love for you to join us on the open mic. You want me to do some 18th century French poetry on the open mic? Waltz, what that Waltz guy sub mediocre. Yeah, sometimes we even have sub mediocre. I don't know. I'm mediocre a lot of the times.
Me too. Left to my own devices, I'm very fucking lazy. But I mean, if you think about it, if everybody was on par, nobody would be great. That's just how it is.
That's not true.
Okay.
I want you to think about it from this perspective. Let's say everybody was on par, right? Everybody was on par and everybody was hustling. So let's say everybody was 100%. Even the 4-minute mile got broke.
That's true.
There's
always
it
could happen.
There's always going to be that guy that's going to be like, I can do 110.
Yeah. I mean, think about it's the same reason like UBI, right? We're going to give everybody a free $2,000 every month. We're going to solve the homeless problem. No, you're not, because the motherfuckers that own the houses are going to know when that dude shows up, even though your rent was $2,000, they're going to raise it enough to compensate for that extra money that those people got, because they don't want the shitty people in there. I mean, it's just the same thing with fucking rent control in New York. They said that like 50% of the apartment buildings in New York are actually vacant because of rent control that went in the 90s, right? They said you can only raise the price so much. So rather than rent these places out, they just set fucking vacant. They don't rent them out because of the people that they would have to rent them to. They actually make more money getting newer properties that are up to date on code that they can rent out at a higher rate. Rager Bannister, first man to Roger Bannister. Yep. First man. And then there was over 75 people that did it that year.
Yeah. 357, that 357 SIG is just like 40 Smith & Wesson. You almost can't give it away anymore.
We had a friend that worked for an agency that brought us so much 40 cal on a dolly worth of 40. It was a gold saber. What was the
golden saber?
No, it was a law enforcement. It was a federal issue ammunition, silver something. It was a hollow point defensive ammo. Border Patrol used it. A bunch of agencies, FBI used it. It was an expensive fucking bullet, but they had so much 40 cal. They gave us a stack of this shit. Like I went and bought a Glock 22. I think it was a 22. Was that a 40 cal?
I don't know. It sounds
before. I think it was before they even had it. It wasn't black. It was before Black Talon. It was gold. No, it wasn't gold dot. It was spear. No, it was I thought it was like silver streak or something. It was
silver streak.
Like it's a fucking all like it almost looks chrome plated. It's got a tip in the middle of it. It's got a nipple in the middle. Silver tip. Winchester silver tip. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Glock
22. Yeah, that was the full size.
Hey,
I don't even think they had a compact back then.
If you shoot a 357 SIG and you shoot it good, keep shooting it. If you shoot a 40 Smith & Wesson, you keep shooting it and you shoot it good, keep shooting it. Nobody's gonna be like, ow. Was that only a 9mm?
Yeah, you guys buy whatever fucking guns you want.
Just make sure you can shoot them good.
When the people that my life depends on and the end of the world happens, everybody's gonna have they're gonna have a Glock 19, they're gonna have a Glock 17, they're gonna have an M4.
Oh, God.
Right?
Guess I'm not coming to the compound.
Motherfucker's probably got one on right now. Be like my boy Justin. What? Oh, you have a lot of Glocks? What Glock you got? I don't know. I bought all the numbers. He had a truck vault. Remember that?
He had a truck
vault. He opened it up. We came out here when we first bought this property. Somebody's like, hey, there's a fox up there in that wood pile and it's eating the chickens that are out here. So we came up here with Justin's truck vault. He opened it up. He had every fucking Glock there was that was foam cut into that thing.
Yeah, that was nice.
I have a Glock 31 that needs to be fed. She lives on a healthy diet of spear gold. Nice. You guys, like, You're grown men, man. Buy you earned your money, you spend your money wherever you want.
Just be efficient with it. That's all I'm saying. Just be efficient with it, because the truth of the matter is nobody's going to tell you Glock, 1911, SIG, fucking whatever handgun. Handguns are terrible. Handguns are shit when it comes to actually fucking taking down bad guys. They are terrible. It's the reason why, you hear about fucking like Chicago. Next time you want to go down the rabbit hole, look at how many people were killed in Chicago by handguns. Then look and see how many people were wounded in Chicago.
How many were actually shot versus killed?
The number is astounding. You're in the 4,000s of people who got shot by a fucking handgun and
how many of those
survived.
are those dipshits just shooting straight up in the air, or those fucking assholes?
What I'm saying is more times than not, when a bullet makes contact with a pistol bullet makes contact with human flesh, it doesn't kill him.
Handguns are you fight your way to a rifle.
Yeah, that's true.
Shoot that dude on the way.
That's what I say. Carry on you what you need to fight to your vehicle.
Dave Eaton, we're live, man.
Oh, Dave Eaton.
You know him? Is
Yeah.
that your Dave?
Yeah, that's Dave.
What up?
I'm surprised
You like that tiger stripe, don't you?
Dave is more classic olive drab spray painted with black stripes on it.
What's that a picture of though? That doesn't look like
that's
Dave.
him. He's more of a SOG guy. I think he had the first SOG.
Well, I mean, he is like
I think
70.
I think he did have the first SOG uniform, first OD uniform spray painted with the black stripes on it.
If you get shot with a high point, you could not tell the difference. Sure, you can, because it's you're gonna have one bullet versus many bullets, because that high point's not gonna put more than one out.
That high point
54. I'm fucking with you, Dave.
You don't have to fucking put more than one out if it's a high point, because
10mm Glock for hunting.
Most people,
I'm surprised you don't have one.
Most people faint when they see a high point pulled out.
There's plenty of people been shot in the hand with a 22 that fucking still died. That they decided they were going to die that day.
Yeah, MACV SOG. It was a command in Vietnam, and they wore OD green. They wore tiger stripe too, but they started out OD green with black stripes painted on it.
Yeah, pistols are just convenient to carry. That's right.
They're just easy to hide.
Do you own a Lorson? Lorson Davis.
Oh, Lorson. Does somebody have a Lorson? I would love to do a video on the Lorson.
We had a big High Point gold foil sticker. Not a High Point. We had a Jennings. High Point sticker Jennings, like on the front door of the old shop.
Yeah, a Raven or a Jennings. You always get those Teflon coated. That way, when you throw them out the door, they don't spark when they're going across the road.
Big Will says snake eaters. You must know some guys on here. SOE. Hey, what's up, man? Encouraging community. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, speaking of Shalom, I need our ammo sponsor. I'm going to that course in December. I need 800 rounds.
Because you're going to a Tavor course.
Yeah.
Okay. Phoenix Arms, 25 caliber. Yeah, I've never even heard of Phoenix.
Fucking 25 ACP. That's the fucking man stopper right there.
High Point. What was the Grendel? Do you remember the Grendel?
I remember the Grendel too.
It had like a 32 mag, a 32 internal, but you had to load it through the breech.
Something like that. Yeah. that was a sweet pistol too.
All dark, no spark. Have you seen? I sent you a video on those homemade. Do you see the guy making the homemade smoke grenades?
Yes, I've watched it.
That looks like a real fucking smoke grenade.
It does look like a real smoke grenade, but
man, and then he's like the fuse is off of a mouse trap or something.
Too much hassle.
Man, it'd be nice if he'd just build them and sell them.
It'd be nice if he'd build some for me. I'd keep them.
I'm sure it's federal or something. Level of importance question: number 1, water; number 2, ammo; 3, storable food. What do you think it is, Andrew? I mean, you can't live without water. Can you collect it off the roof? Are you going to have to move? What kind of position are you in? But I mean, you have to have water. You have to have water access, type 1, problems. Can you change the local governance and community?
That's why you go with the jungle rig, because it's got ammo up front, water in the canteens, and a butt pack full of sweet goodness MREs.
He said, trade deuce, kill it and grill it. Trade deuce, deuce.
Yeah, you got to hit that deuce.
I know Keith shot this dude with a 32 in the face, and the bullet went in here. Came up here,
cheek,
and
probably,
when they took him to the hospital, they made an incision and pulled the bullet out. He shot a dude named Damien in the face.
You remember Dick Walk?
Mm-hmm.
They had an incident where a pimp was not happy with his woman. I don't know what she did, but fucking broad daylight, downtown, wherever the fuck, got her on her knees, 9mm Beretta, put it right here on her forehead. Boom, shot her. She falls down. Dude turns and starts walking away, and then he hears flip-flops. She was flip-flops. He hears those flip-flops clickety clack as she's running the fucking way. Like, what the fuck? So he shoots her 4 more times in the back. She goes down. She lives. 4 shots in the back, didn't hit a single vital organ. The fucking bullet that he fired in her forehead just went up and around her fucking skull. Just creased her
scalp. Was he an investigator on that, or was he present for that?
Because I had a terminal ballistics class that I would teach, and so any real world shit, Dick would be like, yeah, here's this. Like he had I don't know if I told you about this, but he had a picture of a dude being arrested, had the thing around his face, and this whole side of his face was like caved in.
Wasn't this the dude that got shot in the grocery store or whatever?
Yeah, this whole side of his face was caved in. I'm like, what the fuck, Dick? He goes, oh, we just arrested this guy for bank robbery. I go, what's up with his face? He goes, 6 years ago, he robbed a bank. Officer showed up, shot him in the face with a fucking double-aught buck. Fucking blew half his fucking face off. Now he's robbing banks again.
Wasn't Dick with SIS?
Yeah, Dick was like
the real SIS.
The real SIS.
Yeah.
He was such a cool dude.
His wife.
Yeah, I believe
she shot more people than he had shot.
I believe that'd be the truth. Yeah.
7 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long
Bear
time
Nation
ago.
is going to take Cooper off its AK and declare it bear stand. Okay. Hard-headed. Yeah, hard-headed.
Definitely hard-headed. Yeah.
The hoe with a built-in skid lid. Hard-headed. Years ago, when I worked the streets of Louisville.
Is that supposed to be red?
Hey, are we supposed to be recording this? No, because we're live.
Oh, we're
live.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, you can go back to sleep there, sick one. Yeah, you guys, I hear you. I hear the disease just flowing out of your mouth from over here.
Dude, K-zoned with a 425 ACP. He was 60 years old and out of the hospital in 2 days.
Yeah. And there was, when I say you just never know, Dick walked, same thing. A waitress, the place was being robbed. She had a fucking 380 in her. She had a 380 in her bra. Pulled it out, fired one shot, dropped him, killed him.
Hey, who on here's a Patreon member, guys? I'm not contagious. Scully is just mad that he isn't sick.
I feel it right here in my throat. Feel it. I'm gonna go Vicks Vapor Rub when I get home because I feel it.
Kupranoff. Cup. I don't know how it's pronounced. Doesn't matter. I get it though. Just signed up. Patreon here. Patreon here.
Of course, Derek is.
Derek won last time. We sent him a chest rig.
But
hey, Derek, didn't you win? You won that frog chest rig, right? You already have that.
He has been on here constantly. So has who was that 67?
Loyal.
He's got the Eye of Ra on his shit. He's on here pretty too.
Yeah, he is on here quite a bit. Sanford, I'm on Patreon. EP, well, you can't win then.
Class in December is a Tavor class. It's the last class in the series. I do believe they fly us to Israel and we have to sneak into the Palestinian areas with our Tavor. And if you make it back, you graduate. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it is Tavor 3, which is supposed to be the hard one to get into.
Scully never sees me.
We
see you all the time, motherfucker.
Who said?
Bang bang.
Why is he sad?
He didn't say he's sad. He said you never see him.
Oh, where's he at?
Need some stuff to store my drones. Anything currently rebooked as far as padding? Depending on your drone, I think I could put my drone in my padded night vision case. Guys, I carry a drone and the smart controller everywhere I go. I just put it loose in my tool bag. I carry it in a large tool bag with a ton of other shit. I don't carry any of my drones in anything padded. I never have. I've got all the fucking cool, molded foam, hard shell cases. I've got all the Pelican cases. I just carry that thing around by one arm all the time. I just fucking set it in the back seat. It's in a tool bag with a bunch of other shit. I don't carry any of my shit in specialized
If I could give guns away on Patreon, there would be high points on there every week.
He said you can go to Israel and take that class for free with free ammo.
I wish.
DKLS.
I'm a what do they call me? I'm a
William. Don't they call
not an
you
infidel.
don't they call you a useless eater?
Maybe.
Goyim?
I'm not one.
What the vampires call him?
Where pig Scully?
Stoger
Where
Cougar.
the pig is in the garage.
We all need to chat more on Patreon. Well, what we do here is we do this video because it feeds to all of our platforms. And then we pick a winner, and the winner has to be on Patreon because we can have that chat on Patreon. I cannot see it on YouTube. And our biggest audience is on YouTube, our biggest participating audience. Gentile.
That's it. A Gentile. I am a Gentile, so I don't know. I would love to. The problem with joining the IDF is they want you to learn Hebrew, man, and I did not want to learn a foreign language.
Did I hear what Dan was saying? I listened to the first 45 minutes of that.
I feel like everybody speaks English if you hit them across the face hard enough, at least once.
Well, the Border Patrol called them tonks because that's the sound the mag light makes when you hit them. And if you hit them hard enough, they all speak English. That's what all the Border Patrol guys say. Yeah. Stronger Cougar was my first pistol. The Stronger Cougar. Fucking slide bite in my hands was a thing.
Well, who are we going to pick? I thought that was, it's tough.
Yeah, we're running.
How about
4:30 already? We've been recording since 10.
10, yeah. It's been a long day.
It's
been a long day in the booth.
We did the Pulling the Thread podcast. It's a long one. You guys are going to like it. We did over 90 minutes on Patreon. You're going to like it. That's the guy you like right there, Stroger.
Well,
Gunslinger 67 with the IRL. Hey, Gunslinger, are you on Patreon? Doug Dunn. I say pick Homestead.
Homestead. All right. No.
I got two things. Homestead who? Homestead Medical? What's good, guys? I world butcher a foreign language. What's up? Patreon, yes. Gunslinger. Are you Gunslinger on Patreon? Go over to that comment thread. We run that thread going in chats and make a post over there. Membership, recommendation, collection. Why do I not have a chat going? I thought we always have a chat going here.
I think Brandel shut it down.
No, here it is.
All right, there we go.
That's from 4 days ago. I just brought the most recent one back up to the top here. So jump in there.
What are we saving 10% on?
What?
I don't know. It said save 10%.
Oh, I don't know what website. I have 800 websites open here. I listen
to the worst.
I listen to videos at night and I'm like, oh, I don't have that. I should get one of those. And if I can't get off Amazon, I go look for it. But if it's not on Amazon, I rarely buy it.
What is the bag? The bag is what size?
What's in the bag?
No,
This is a covert pack. It's one of the ones that I made, one of the sample, or maybe I did it on one of the sew videos. I've made a few of them.
The covert pack,
black liner.
Doesn't look very covert.
It's not, especially in
Tiger
Stripe. But bamboo stuff was good. Yep.
Where are you going? Get some medicine? You go get some medicine?
So,
but the bag, what size is the bag?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Is it a
Gunslinger 67? That's your guy.
There you go. That's
all right. Gunslinger, hey, what is your last order number? John Ron.
Cold that's how John finds you, so he gets your address that way.
Yeah. Hey, that's how he looks for your last order,
your address
number. Yeah. So we don't have to manually. I can hand it over to shipping, or Amanda, and she can put it in a box and ship it right to you. Yeah, the covert packs are nice.
Who's the other one?
I haven't picked.
Kill and grill, like it.
Fill it with high points.
Fill it with high points. Hey, for those of you who don't know, High Point sent us a cease and desist. They didn't like me talking mad smack about their guns.
They did. High Point's social media was commenting on all of our posts, and whoever runs our social media account loved our shit. But whoever owns High Point, it's a media, it's some conglomeration that owns High Point. Their law firm sent a cease and desist,
which is amazing.
In which we just ignored them. Cease and desist means stop, or I'll say stop again.
Pretty much so.
What about a cease and desist?
Oh, High Point sending us that cease and desist
Making
because
chest pack, militant
only-
produce. We already do them. They're
I
called
only
FUPAs. It's a fanny
talk about
pack.
them
We
in-
do a FUPA and a FUPA XL and a dangler. They all come with shoulder straps to wear as a chest pack.
I am sure High Point started out as a 22. That would only make sense.
Disney. Have a covert pack on order. Don't you already have a covert pack, Richard? Didn't you order several? Is that you? We shipped a bunch of covert packs this week. A bunch of multicam black ones went out. That's why they didn't. We never even put them on the email or text. They were already orders. I'll walk over to High Point and tell them to sponsor you.
I would wear their stuff.
Dude, he bought a High
I
Point.
bought a High Point.
For how much?
I think it was like $100.
And then he put a $500 paint job on it.
Yep.
And you know what? High Point, when it doesn't shoot, High Point will be like, it's because you painted it. How was Blade Show? He's asking you.
Oh, how was Blade Show? I mean, it was Blade Show. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I don't have one yet, just tool bags. Guess I should get a covert pack, but my day pack has done the covert pack's about half as wide. Sent you an email about a month ago from Gunslinger, never ordered. I can't ship you this then, motherfucker. How have you here's where everything goes sideways. When we ask for your guys' order numbers, I can literally give that to Amanda and she can go into your last order and print a label. When we have to manually do it, that shit's never happened.
What? Overseas? Why would we be shipping overseas?
I
Dave?
do. Yeah.
Where are you going?
We ship anywhere that can receive US mail. Anywhere at all that can receive US mail. Mine's been on order since January. It was in pre-order, right on. Bang, bang. You can't afford the Maverick. Oh, the car Maverick?
The Maverick.
224 239. All right. That's who we're going to ship it to. 224.
I need more than a drip of Diet Pepsi.
239.
The fucking people next door love this week because I got to buy $15 worth of Diet Pepsis to make it through all these episodes.
224. Where am I at? I'm on a close window. All right. Bang, bang. We're going to send you this pack.
Are you going to buy
224 239. Let me message. Hey, message that to Amanda. Tell her that's who's getting the pack. 224 239.
You gotta find her.
Neil, I don't know why you're putting your order number up.
Okay.
224
224
239. That's who's send him this tiger pack here.
order number
Well, there's your other order number for the.
for tiger pack.
All right.
Boom.
That's handled. I have another bag here. We'll give away also, runner up. You can stop typing your order numbers out. You have to be a Patreon member. Hey, Koos, what's your order number on that? Do you know? Can you see what your order number is on your covert bag? Took my boys camping this weekend. Tents fit in the SOE medium clothes. Yeah, depending on the tent for sure. Have you guys seen the inflatable tents? There's some fucking wild tents out there that you hook a pump up to. The military's
got huge
tents,
inflatable tents.
Did you see that tent I sent you the other day?
No.
It's 30 feet wide by
Oh yeah.
75.
Yes, I did.
Look brand new.
They're out there. There's a place in North Carolina that's all they sell is huge military tents.
Sometimes you have to be. What did Oki say? Oki's pretty helpful. Oki's pretty helpful.
Swedes need some rigs, and they're going.
Swedes need some rigs, and they're going with Blackhawk. I said, John, we could do better, but we can't touch Blackhawk's pricing, man. Blackhawk's dealer price is 60% off retail. Plus, they're owned by ATK now, which owns Blackhawk, Eagle, fucking they own Tag, they own everyone.
Yes, I took the cami nets down.
I imagine an inflatable tent would end
Those
up
big
being
wheels.
nothing but patches pretty fast.
I mean, I've seen them, and I've even seen smaller ones that I was like, that's kind of cool, but you got two problems. You got to have power, and I can't imagine that holes just don't get ripped in those motherfuckers when you're putting them up.
Well, I mean, do holes get ripped in Zodiacs?
They're not made out of the same shit that Zodiacs are made of.
They look pretty close to
and
it.
Zodiacs do
Yeah,
get
I mean,
holes.
they can, but
they do get holes.
You don't see a lot of fucking ribs out there floating around that fucking have.
But those tents aren't like a Zodiac, meaning they don't inflate them and turn the inflator off. They're like the damn dude on the corner that's flipping around. They got that thing filling up with air all the time.
A little more than that. I don't need one of those inflatable fucking wacky guys. I have Skylo.
Those tents that we bought in the early 2000s, those heavy plastic tents that we bought, they've had some of those fucking tents in Kuwait up for fucking 15 years.
Like a bounce house, yeah.
Just 15 years up and still fucking holding strong.
I think the Swedes are more interested in customs versus price, but I'll check. Yeah, let me know, Dave. We can work something. I appreciate you thinking about us, man. Thanks for throwing our name in there.
What is the camouflage?
Yeah, what's the Swedish camouflage got to be?
It's going to be something weird. It's going to be like
hot box tents. How fucked are we if Kamala gets in?
We're fucked. I mean, the reality is we have two things that they're holding off.
How fucked have you been this last 2 years?
I mean,
yeah,
groceries are already $700. Gas is already way too expensive. I mean, it could get a lot worse.
Yeah, no shit. I'm with you.
Are you looking up? What are you?
I'm looking up. I want to see Koos's number here. 217-890. See if we can do anything with this. 217-890.
Swedish military camouflage.
Did somebody say that?
No, I'm looking it up.
Multi-count. Hey, I'll get you taken care of here.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't realize this hadn't shipped out yet. I can do something. I've got one of these stashed here. Print order.
Yeah, you don't have. You're weird enough. You might have some of that, but that's their shit.
They're gonna have to send us some of that material.
I kind of like that.
We don't even have access to that.
I kind of like that.
And what would that look like when we put it on small pouches? Like it's gonna fold and
it's gonna look. It's SOE. It's gonna look marvelous.
Well, like the 3-color desert, right? The 3-color desert camo we have in there, It's printed big on a big bag. Yeah. You'll kind of see it when we cut it and put it on a wallet. You see one color, maybe a part of the second color. It doesn't work on small stuff.
It's called M90 camouflage.
Nice. I'm just stoked that Dave thought to fucking put our name in the hat. There's so much of that shit where I'm like, I don't really want to do this, but we'll do it. And then they're like, hey, here's you need to build 1,400 of these. And then it's me sewing all weekend.
Well,
and all night. And Amanda's sewing. Jarhead, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Scotland, we would be fucked if this was Scotland. All those people where there's all this stuff going on, right? Where they've taken away all the guns. Where did all the Australia still has all those guns?
No, they
Canada still has all those guns.
Over a shit ton of them. They don't have a. Again, they don't. When you say all those guns, there's a difference. Even when it was legal to have guns in Canada, they didn't have as many guns as fucking Orange County had.
There's a guy that's bitching about you not shipping the 4X shirt with a free item. Derek Olson, I actually addressed him. Where is he bitching about it? On Patreon? We mentioned him in there. I actually commented to him twice. I said, hey, your order's 3 weeks old. I can ship your 3X and 4X shirt. I can ship your patch, but I don't have the free item. I can ship it today if you want to skip the free thing. He never replied to me. I replied twice that day. And we just built a ton of that Harry Potter shit. Chances are that dude's order actually shipped yesterday or today already. And I just didn't realize it was his shit because I totally wouldn't have shipped it. I would have made him reply. I would have just waited. Yeah, I said on there, I'm like, hey, I don't do passive aggressive. You're going to have to speak, man, and tell me what the fuck it is you're talking about here.
Is still able to be turned around, but
this country
what's going to happen if citizens don't start to stand up? Well, I mean, eventually. Eventually, something's going to happen. Eventually, people will become so uncomfortable that they will do something about it, but it's going to take some time.
Hey, 4X
Holy
guys,
smoke,
like
Omar, the tent
I know
maker.
we look at 4X dudes and think big fat guy. I've got some friends that were wearing, 6 and 7X that are now wearing 3X, and those are fucking monsters now. And there are dudes walking around that wear a fucking 3X, 4X shirt that are just fucking giant dudes. It doesn't always mean it's a big fat guy. And I think we get a lot of orders from big heavy set dudes because we do make gear that fits those guys. Most of our gear will adjust out large enough, but we're one of the few companies that makes a belt, and we make belts every week that are over 60 inches. I appreciate their business. Yeah, I would love for them to listen to my morning message and get on that journey, but it took them a long time to get to 60. It's going to take them some time to get down to 50. Good shit takes time. Yeah. Could be some Megatron. Yeah, there's some big dudes. Hey, Scully, is the X95 still down?
Yeah, it's still down only because I haven't fucked with it. It's only down because of me. I need to take it apart, and I am sure. Again, it was an ammo issue that I had. I had like 5 casings shoot primers into the gun, and only a couple of those primers fell out when I shook it. So I'm sure I just need to get in there and fucking dig fucking primers out of there, and then it'll be fine. But unfortunately, I have enough guns where I can just put that in the corner and be like, I'm going to shoot something else. Let me just shoot something else. I don't want to deal with that. I was actually thinking, the reality is I went in there this week and looked at it, and I was actually thinking, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave it broke, and I'm going to take it to the course broke and be like, hey, motherfuckers. Because I know my IDF instructor the last time when he saw how dirty it was, he's like, fuck, you got to clean it sometimes. I'm like, you said they were indestructible. So I like bringing stuff to him and being like, chinkle, chinkle, chinkle. What's going on here?
You don't got to clean this Glock.
What's going on here? Clinkle, clinkle, clinkle. So we'll see. I might get it fixed here shortly because I do need to play with it a little more before I go to that class in December.
Yeah, we're still live, guys. We're live right now. When the padded belt becomes available, will the sizing be adjustable? I'm 32. Will it go to 34? Yeah, you're just gonna have a gap in the middle right there. I built a belt that fit me where it touched tightly all the way together and clipped, and I called that a 32. That's what I wear. I wear 32-inch pants, and we'll just adjust that out every 2 inches. And all you guys wanting to put together these jungle kits, buy the pieces as you see them come available. If you're able to order them all at once, you're going to wait a long time till all those pieces are in the box.
Can I get your shipping information? Derek Olson, did you win the radios? Is that your name on those things?
$32 fit me as well, and I'm a 30. John, I'll take the other pre-order color no, I got one in multicam black for you, man. I have one sitting.
I need to know if Derek Olson is
Derek Olson. Do you have an ability to private message me, Derek, or email me directly? Send me that so I can put you direct with Scully.
Yeah. I ran into a problem if that's you. I didn't run into a problem.
The food they sell in the stores will inflate everyone like a balloon. Yeah, and I mean, and a lot of the food that we eat that we call food, like the current corn and shit, there's
all
people
the seed oil.
That have an allergy to it. Cody's little brother, when he just stopped eating anything with corn in it, he lost like fucking 30 pounds almost within a couple of months. And that was literally the only change. I haven't cleaned my AK. Will the salt ruin the barrel? So if it's corrosive ammo, James always said Windex.
Be careful. I mean, you don't need to be careful. It's an AK. There's a lot of slop built in AKs, but there is also a lot of corrosive ammo out there. And that corrosive ammo, I know of a gun right now, very, very, very expensive gun, very expensive gun that it's froze up because they put it away after shooting corrosive ammo through it and cannot get that gas piston to come out.
Windex.
I'll try Windex, but I've tried a bunch of shit.
Is it your gun?
It's not my gun. The person gave it to me and was like, I fucked up. Can you fix this? And I'm like, I don't. I've tried a bunch of shit and it won't come free.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Dinner calls. Peter Avasov. Hey guys that have the padded suspender sets, What do you think about them? Have you hooked them up to a belt yet? Have you put any weight on them? Windex equals ammonia, and ammonia dissolves copper. Question on the jungle kit. Why did you go with the smaller belt? Because it doesn't need it. It doesn't need a bigger belt. There's no reason to have something larger on there. It doesn't need 2. It doesn't need 1.5 inches. It doesn't need a 2-inch. Was size X, and the reason the 1 inch is there is because it fits between those 2 columns of pals. And by having it 1 inch, I can bring those pals forward. So once it's in there sewn, you can use that column and bring gear all the way forward.
When did you buy an $80 Polytech AK? You had to have bought that in like the 30s.
Is AI tech really going to change the world? I think it is changing the world. I think that's happening. Got the suspenders last week, waiting on the new belt. Put it on a belt you already have. Just put it on and feel it, man. I like my suspenders in a waist pack. I don't have a belt. You put it on any belt. Surely all of you guys have a 2-inch duty belt. It's the first thing we buy as children, as kids. Like just an issue 2 1/4 inch belt. It'll lock on that. It'll lock on any belt that you have already. $69 Mosin. Yeah, I remember those, man.
I remember
what are Mosins
Mosin's
now?
different.
500,
Yeah,
600.
It's crazy how expensive those guns are now.
I forwarded you the email from when I emailed you about having to give Scully my shipping information. Got it. Okay. Got it. He says he just sent that. Let me see here. Contact info Scully right here. All right.
All right. Yeah. Send it to me. I guys, you may or may not know this, but I have a Dog Kennel Little Spoon has an issue. And I'm trying to work through it, but
all right, here
I lost my guy.
I'm gonna set this to print.
Perfect.
How do I print this? Can I print this off of here?
I could just take a picture of it.
Do that.
I could just take a picture.
Do that.
Of
And
it.
that way
And you don't have to fuck with it. I don't know why we're going through.
Because I didn't.
No, it's all right.
Because you don't know how to use the camera.
I don't know how to use the fucking internet.
I like that you guys all keep Vaseline over your lens on your phone so that the CIA can't get photos of you. $189 M1 carbine SKS.
Man, those were the glory days.
Cost about $600. Man, I was buying Norinco SKSs for $69.
If I would have just been better, those were the glory days.
SKS costs $600. Yeah, we saw some out. We saw some at a show we were at recently. Tell Scully.
Tell me.
It was the giveaway for the first comment on the live stream. What's he on our live stream?
I don't even know.
Live stream,
bro. I don't even know. You gotta view. It was the giveaway for the first.
I think it was probably when we did a live stream here, but that's why I don't like. That's why you gotta have a fucking order number, and you gotta be like, I just can't do them.
It couldn't have been me live stream because I only do my shit on.
He's probably talking about one when we did it, and you're like, hey, I'll give you something from you.
Fuck. All right, I'll send you something. What do you want? What do you want?
Naked pictures?
No, I'm not sending. Oh no, I'll send some naked pictures of Brandel if you want those.
Those are highly sought after.
He's a paratrooper SKS that takes AK mags. That's neat. It was a few weeks ago. Yeah, man, I have no fucking idea. Tell Scully I really enjoyed that one. Caps took all the cheap classic arms rifles. Cops took all my cheap classic arms rifles.
Too bad.
If I buy a jungle kit, it'll be Woodland for nostalgia. The Woodland works good here, man.
Woodland's the way to go.
Works better out here than multicam.
Woodland works a lot in a lot of places, guys.
I heard Bear say that the other day too, where he's at.
Places.
I actually built a.
Make sure you wear your safety glasses.
I built 6 or 7 Rallyman vests, and I had built one for Bear in multicam, and then I heard him say Woodland, and I'm like, well, fuck.
What are you trying to get me killed? This motherfucker trying to get me killed.
Who?
Detective John Kimball. Trying to get me killed.
I hear Skelly has information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
I'm glad you spelled my name wrong.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Chocolate is coming back. You mean chocolate chip? I hope so. Do you ever do the hydration carriers in Woodland? Yeah. Yeah, we sure do. I've got milled Norinco.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if I would have been walking through that gun show and went, you know what I really need to do is buy this trash can full of fucking Russian SKSs. Be a fucking millionaire right now.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if you'd have bought Bitcoin in the beginning. Scully, who has the best class for long range rookies?
Who has there's a ton of people out there that teach really good classes. I'm gonna have to shout out to my boy because he's my boy. If you're looking to get in the game as far as PRS or anything like that, take a class from Kalen Wojek, Modern Day Sniper. He teaches a really good class, no pressure. It's all about learning to your capability. So it's a really good class. There are other guys out that teach good classes. If you just need to shop around. Or the reality is, just fucking put them all on the wall, throw a dart at them, and go to one of them.
Would that PRS stuff, would it translate in Collapse of Society? Would that be usable skills that Kalen's teaching?
So PRS and Collapse of Society are two different worlds. You don't want to take PRS.
So the class you just went would have no application for field work.
No, the application of the weapon system. The application of the weapon system, meaning how you're ranging targets, how you're shooting those long range targets, how you're learning your wind, that all applies. But the game of PRS,
you're not going and doing PRS shit's not going to translate.
The game of PRS is not going to transition into the because again they're presenting their weapons, and that's a big problem for me. In 1983 at Fort Benning, I bet it was a good class. I bet it was man. What were you using? Fucking paper patch ball back in '83. Man, you guys were using
03,
no, that's the Army. They would have been. I'm sure he was using an M1D.
Peter, it's a 8 mag split front 308 in chocolate chip. It's not for sale. If I had to name a price, I would pick a price high enough that I would think that you would not buy it. I built it for myself a long time ago.
Thunder Ranch has good classes.
Satoshi Nakamoto translates to it does. And I saw something recently saying that on the white papers, Elon Musk's email address is all over there. There's some theory that he was involved in the beginning of Bitcoin. I had 2,500 in mind. Bang, bang. If Trump and RFK team up, do you think they will let RFK continue the Kennedy family? I don't know. Would he want to continue that? All of his fucking family members are liberal fucking, I mean, they literally hate him. They're against everything he's about. I mean, they didn't even support his family members, didn't even support him. Yeah, bang, bang. I set the Rallyman vest at $1,000 because I didn't want to build them. Never did I expect fucking 50 people to buy them right then. His family member downed him. But yeah, fucking, what's up with their voices, man? Every fucking one of them.
It's all those cigarettes they smoke.
It's all the inbreeding.
Pinko commies.
Yeah.
Kill a commie for mommy. That used to be the motto.
Throw
of this
them out of
country.
the helicopter. Take them up on hot air balloon rides.
I got to kill. Hey, you should make a SOE kill a commie for mommy t-shirt.
How
would we do that?
Andrew did it. His
did he?
His didn't look really great, and it's been a while since he did it. We could definitely do better.
Big slice of apple pie.
It is too much work to give this shit away. That's why I don't ever do it. Yeah, I have Rallyman vests out there that are fucking in use almost 30 years right now. We've been building gear. I've been building gear for 35 years. We have gear out there right now. The original guy bought, his child used it in deployments, and his grandkids are using it now.
We already did. Yet.
I'd say that guy. We'll just give it to that guy, but you know he's not on Patreon.
Yet. We're still messing around with giving something away?
Yeah, I got this other piece of gear over here.
Oh.
for a runner-up. I bent a metal T-post that I snagged with my LBV the other night. You're lucky it didn't fucking hurt you somehow. I can save you shipping. You can have anything you want already.
That's a pretty big bag. That's not
next tactile class should be drone class. Yeah, I'm telling him he should go out to Last American Outlaws doing a drone class with a recently
if anybody
out of
wants
the Navy SEAL.
If anybody wants to sponsor that, I'd be more than happy to go.
And they're bringing out, I can get you in the class.
It's not that.
And they're bringing out all the big drones and everything. I wish jungle camo was useful in my area. What's jungle camo?
Your jungle kit.
Oh, the tiger. Oh, that's not camo, man. It's useful everywhere. You can get it in whatever color. Scully, who made the green bags you gave away on Patreon.
Who made the green bags I gave away on Patreon? The fucking Industry for the Blind. Those were parachute kit bags.
Oh,
they were just parachute kit bags. That would have been a standard government contract.
Terrorism stops here.
Unless you're talking about one of the backpacks, and then those were either GI issue or they were
the drone from
511.
The drone from Grand Thumb video is the drone. So my buddy has those drones. That's Trey. Trey has those things. That's Last American Outlaw. East Tennessee. That's cool, Sanford. That's very cool, man. Literally bent the post about a foot. Dude, you're lucky it didn't. You didn't get injured, man.
Get fucked up.
Is the tapered war belt that goes with it? Will, but I don't make them. We haven't made them for years. There was a couple ladies here. They don't work here. I'm not building them. I'd want $500 to build you one. And don't email me. I don't want to fucking build them. We're doing a slimmer thing that's a little more streamlined. You can use any belt with that system. What is your ideal? Holy shit, these are running fast. What is your ideal setup for modular? So we talked about that on the video today too. The modular frog is so tall so that you can run your mags a little higher. In case you're running frags and smokes, you can run them upside down because you can't get them out with mags above. And you obviously don't want to put your frags above your mags because then it interferes with the mags. So that's why that's set up like that. You can strip it down, run your mags a little bit higher and have that dead row, or you can run ordnance underneath there. Okay, looking for the belt, trying to get a kit. The belt's not available. Put it on any belt you already have. We're going to put the belt out. I don't know when we're putting the belt out. Diet Pepsi, please sponsor Scully.
I mean, come on, Diet Pepsi. I mean, it wouldn't even be really a sponsorship. I drink so much.
I can find the gear I need to buy, but I was curious what you would put on there. I don't know what he was asking. So the frog chest rig, the modular frog chest rig was built off of the original frog chest rig. It was 4 mag pouches. Those could have been CQB mag pouches or patrol mags. Nowadays, I would run rally mags because they have the adjustable lid. It allows you to do AK if you want to, and you can tune those however you want for whatever type of mag. So 4 rally mans, pistols, outboards, and then we had big utility pockets, which are basically the same pocket as the day pack side pouch. So that's what'll fit on there. Run your mags 2 rows higher, run your frags upside down or your smokes upside down right there. That's what it's set up for. Or 40 mic. I don't know what else we would put there that would be a good application for when you don't have pyro demo smoke. But I mean,
I've seen guys running rope under there.
Yeah, you could run rope there. You could run your antenna, your foldable antenna kits right there, tourniquets right there. Compact tear off med pouches we could put there. Diet Pepsi makes you invisible. The drone zip roar. Hey, are you on Patreon, zip roar? Order it, Andrew, and we'll definitely build it. Order it, Andrew, and he will. I don't know what we're talking about there. There's a lot of questions here. You keep saying belt. I ordered a belt not too long ago, and I can't wait to get the thing. Nice. Thank you for your order. Do you want to build some woodland hydration carriers? I think we run them all the time, man. Andrew, send me an email. And the way that'll happen is if it's not available to order, I will put one online. You will order it. We will print it. I will hand it over to production. and write plus 24.
Yep.
And they will build 25 of them, and then we will sell them the day they're made. They'll all sell out. Which Dr. Bob, watch the email or text. Yeah, watch the email or text. Hey, Scully, would you accept a Diet Shasta sponsorship?
Maybe Diet Shasta. I haven't had a Shasta in years, guys. I might. I mean, I do drink
anymore.
I do drink Diet Coke because I'm behind enemy lines, and most places only have Diet Coke around here. But you know what? I'm gonna hunt out. There's a Mexican. No, not Mexican. That pizza place we went to in Paris.
That's good pizza.
They had a very eclectic collection of drinks.
There's a lot of cool. You know what they don't ever
have? They have Shasta.
They got 20 damn fucking coolers in there full of sodas that you've never even heard of. You know what they don't have? They don't have a fucking bottle of water in there.
Because why would you drink bottled water? Ugh.
Also, don't worry about me for giveaway. Just a pogue. I hadn't even seen you comment prior to this one, but thanks. Which Dr. Bob? Are you on Patreon? Which Dr. Bob?
Why is his all highlighted?
Because he paid.
And
He super chatted. He sent $10.
Watch the email or text.
He's telling somebody how to buy something. Which Dr. Bob? Are you on here?
I need to do whoever does the most super chat gets the bag.
Yeah, but then they're just buying the bag. Can Scully do a video reviewing diet sodas? You want to do a blind taste test?
Oh, I could do that. That would be kind of cool.
We should do a blind taste test on DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita.
I bet they all taste the same.
They probably do
just blind feel. Blind feel.
They probably do taste the same.
I've got all the red and black tools. I've got all the Milwaukee tools. When you feel them, the fit and finish is better on the fucking DeWalt. If you did a blind taste test, nobody's picking that fucking Milwaukee shit.
I am really trying to convert to Milwaukee, but I'm so in
Tab
I'm so
soda.
Deep.
My mom used to drink that shit.
I've actually seen Tab somewhere.
Quit drinking water, started drinking soda. Now, Neil, you got to stop drinking water and only drink Berkey water or Kangen water. Scully, do a funny video every day carrying a bucket of Glocks. That Sprite.
That was a good video. The Glock in the bucket video was a good video.
Squirt was the best. Yeah, Squirt was okay. Metabo. I never saw which Dr. Bob comment again here. We use Milwaukee tools at work. DeWalt or any of other brand won't hold up. I don't know, man. I've got DeWalt that I left in a 5-gallon bucket. It rained and it filled up with water. I took it out, left it in the garage for, I don't know, probably a week just because I forgot about it. And that fucking thing worked fine. The fit and finish just isn't as good on them. I own both. I own a lot of both.
Oh, yeah, you own a shit ton of both of them. You got a
so
problem.
I don't have any predisposed.
You got a problem. Way too many of both.
That was a range video. Do a video. Water never touch the stuff. Which Dr. Bob? Hey, are you on my Patreon? Which Dr. Bob? If you are, jump over there right now and leave a comment. Who won? Gunslinger 60. Oh, no, he didn't because he's not on Patreon. Who did we end up giving that to? I don't remember who. Bang. Bang Bang got it.
The Gunslinger did sign up for Thunderdome here.
He did? Yeah. Okay, all right. We'll give him a
Thunderdome. What's the Thunderdome?
So he's on
a member. He just became a member here.
In Patreon?
No, while we were live on here, it said.
Yeah, he's got to be on Patreon. Well, he's on Patreon. But he doesn't have an order number. That's where the disconnect was.
Gunslinger 67, welcome to Thunderdome.
Fuck it. All right, Gunslinger, we're gonna send you this. I guess somehow. Send me your email. This is where this is gonna fall dead at. Gunslinger, if you hear this, here. What's your address? What's your shipping info? Shipping info. All right, guys, we're gonna jump off of here.
Whew. My God. Been in here forever.
5 o'clock, man. Some of the employees have already left.
Sent you an email.
He said that?
Gunslinger 67 said, I've sent you an email.
All right. Yeah, the order
Awesome.
number is what really gets it out. All right, guys. We will see you guys later. Thank you for hanging out. And live. Oh, I already turned it off. Live tonight at 9.
Did you already turn it off?
Yeah.